Good morning, everybody. This is Max Farrell. This is DexFXMarkets.com. Today is October 17th, 2019, and this is your daily update. All right, now let's talk about what we're updating for you. The process or the series called Xedan and Maxx is the process of us showing the demoing and building and trading with the Xedan bot, which is pretty cool. It's got great feels to it. It's just intuitive. It's very nice. We've tested out in alpha with a bunch of people. We just released beta early this morning, about 5 o'clock in the morning. I put beta into the special group for download. So we're very, very excited for the beta version to be out. We tested about 6 or 7 versions of alpha to make sure that everything was connecting good. We had some issues. We got some things. So thanks for everybody's patience. But man, have we done well. So yesterday, we had done some trades. It had done some trades. The process had done some trades. And I put it into my portfolio results page. And I think we made something like $250 over the night. Well, I said I made mistakes in that last one to where I put 5 contracts down. But after conferring with my colleagues, what I had actually done, even though that I had put 5 in, was that I waited for the system to recognize there was a trade, and I altered how many I wanted to take. But only after analysis of the market. It was intuitive for me to do that. I simply went in and looked at the process and seen that I had a better opportunity to trade with more than with less. I didn't need to be well reserved at that point, but I had done analysis. I had looked at the charts on the TNT 1 hour trades because it was a 1 hour system. I had looked at the charts. I had seen that it was a great opportunity for us to take advantage of, and that we had a very good high success rate and more of a chance of winning than losing. And because of that, I increased the value of the contracts. That comes with an advanced way of thinking when it comes to trading or managing your portfolio. Am I really managing the portfolio or trading it? I am managing it more so than anything, but as soon as I invoked a chart and I got into making a decision whether or not we should be into a little bit more of a trade or not, is when it goes into a trading mentality. So I did the same thing again early this morning. I looked at the market on the USD JPY, and I was able to depict that we could get in for more contracts because we had more of a favorable opportunity to get in than to just let that opportunity slide by. We got the balance in there. It's like $26,000 something in there. So we know that we got the balance. We just seized the day. Okay. Now, if it was my actual live account, I would have done the same thing. These are moments of momentum that I grabbed to be able to push myself to get into better trades. When the right trade appears itself, just like we always say, we find consistency. We simply apply volume to get to our goals. My goal, it's a number amount, and I won't share that with you. It's personal, but let me tell you, I'm about 1/3 the way there. So I'm digging at. Even in the demo here, if I really have the resources and have the balance in there, I could easily be at my goal by, I'd say, the first 2 months of next year. And I mean, that's hefty. That really kind of gives me a 6-figure income a year. That's don't you just love it? And it takes little to no time. I'm gabbing with you right now, but I'll show you what my daily routine really is. And since yesterday, I have moved it from my home computer to a VPS. Now, even though that it doesn't take a lot of power up on the VPS or on the home computer, I still wanted to move it over to something that I could monitor outside my scope of my computer. My computer's in my office. I own a gaming network, so trying to work around it and play around it and do all this stuff, it doesn't take up many resources, which I'll show you here in a second. But I had to get away from it. So, but hey, without further ado, let's show you the results, right? Let's get the results stuffed in your face. This is brilliant. Okay. So yesterday we did the 165 to 23 and the 23. And that's what we showed on the process. We did the video at 9 o'clock in the morning, so it only showed results from like the 8 o'clock so before then. But we had a fire off at 10 o'clock, and boy, did it just run. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a whopper, and you can kind of see 3 a.m. in the morning. Oh, Maxx is up way, way too late. His wife's really mad at him, too, by the way. Stayed up way too late working, doing stuff. You'd rather me playing video games and yelling at people than working. Excuse me. So we had some pretty good trades come on yesterday. Still sitting at 100%. Yes, I will lose. I promise you there will be a time that we'll lose a trade and we'll get set back just a little bit. But that's, hey, listen, I don't care about that. That's part of the deal. It makes it even better for me to know that there's more opportunity that there is lose. I won't throw caution to the wind, and it should be your mentality as well. So I'm not saying this is a 100% success system. It is as it sits right now because I'm really being careful on what trades that I let it take and do. And I'll show you how I do that in a moment. But look at this. Since yesterday morning at 8 o'clock, since the last trade went on at 8 o'clock, okay, for the 8 a.m. expiry, I've done pretty well. I've also augmented some of the pricing structures that I've done. And sometimes you'll see, like, why does it take 29 over 71 or 50? Why did it take $55 on this trade? Well, because by the time the signal fired, the trade had already moved close to the what we call the statement price or the strike price. And that strike price was sort of getting to ATM, which means at the money. And so it, instead of just putting it down for the 29 bucks, it said, nope, I'm going to do 42. I'm going to take it what's at market value. The system is intuitive to see that, hey, there's more money on that one. I could choke it back and just take the 29 or the 25 or the 27, what you have it here. But if there's more money on profit on it, I'm going to take it that profit level. You can say thank you later. It's pretty cool. All right. So how many trades were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There was 5 trades done for a total of $356. Not so shabby, right? Let me just make sure that number's correct. I'm doing this live here. Yep, $356. I got to tell you, yeah, being about and I'll let you know a little secret. Yeah, my thing is about $1,000 a day. That would be huge. $1,000 a day, 20 days a month, 25 days a month trading. I don't think that's unobtainable, and if it's done correctly. Now, if all of these were set to 5, that would have been a pretty damn good day. I mean, we'd be talking between 5 and 10 contracts apiece. If they were all set to 10, this would have been an easy $1,000 a day process. So it won't take long. Incremental crawl really does get you there. Making $567 in 2 days since it started back on the 15th. So today's the 17th. So that's really 2 days. If you want to talk about simple math, that's $175, $178 a day at that point. So how far off is that from your goal? Mine, I'm about 1/3 of the way there. You can dream, but practicality is I don't really want to go over 10 contracts a day or 10 contracts at a time. That's a lot of money. But let me tell you, it can be obtained. This is also why we're only doing a limited amount of licenses for this thing. We don't want to put 7,000 people in this and kill Nadex. Not that we would. I mean, Nadex is a big company, but you never know. So we're not throwing caution to the wind here. We're being careful. So let's be careful together. Now, on top of that, I was doing manual trading for a while. Now, I guess this is like semi-manual, right? This particular trade and that one, strike harder while the iron's hot, I guess you could say, right? But I've also done trading throughout the month in the test period, and so far made $1,575 since September 3rd. Since I've been doing the automated 5-minute trader system that I have up, I've sort of choked that back just to 2 pairs so it doesn't trade a lot. Manual 5 trading, 3. I did a couple of 2 hours. I left on a bad note on the manual 2 hours, so you can see transparency, right? This isn't a bunch of fluff that's like, oh, I got all this money, I'm winning. But I got to a point where it was like, me see if I did that right. No, I didn't do that right. How about I go? I got to a point where I didn't want to have to trade every single system that we have coming up. So I'm just trading the ones that, manual trading the ones that I know that I can get behind and sit down. Listen, if I didn't have a gaming network, a family, that sounds really bad, but if I didn't have, housework to do and other things, I'm a working home dad, and a company to run, Dex FX Markets, all you guys, answering emails, making systems, making programs, making all this. I don't just do this. I also trade Forex too with some pretty powerful systems. And in the middle of the night last night, invented a whole nother system. Oh my God. Yeah, it's crazy, but that's for another video. If I didn't have all that, I could really sit down and let this thing just do its job all day. I could sit down and let this thing do its job all day. And as it's doing its job, alter it at certain key points. Let it make the decisions and me push it and swing harder when the iron is hot. Not just swing when the iron's hot, but swing harder when the iron is hot. I hope this update has caught you in a really good mood, because it's caught me in a really good mood. Because this demo that we're doing on October, and exactly 30 days from now, November 17th, we'll be doing a transition. It's a Sunday night, and I'm going to film it live. I'm going to film it live and show you that we're going live on the system, live on live for a Xedan bot, and we're going to push this system into the reality of trading on it live. Now, if you were to buy this system right now, you would only be able to trade demo, because we're putting some checks and balances into the program itself to make sure that you're taken care of, that you can't trade live with it right off the bat, because we want to make sure that you understand the consequences of what's doing so. But let me show you real quickly. It doesn't take much to operate. Here, it's sitting in here on safe mode right now, which means that as it's on safe mode, I can't touch anything and mess anything up, right? Because sticky fingers, right? Okay, so here's the thing. It doesn't take much. It's just past the hour, so I'm gonna, if I were to end session, see all the trades that were on that we were talking about. I'm gonna end the session right now, and I'm gonna go back in here, and I'm gonna go to here. This system in here is what you augment each morning to see how well is it doing on Dex FX Markets. We have a data processing center that you utilize, which is pretty powerful. And I just go to my 1 hour signals and I scroll down and I see exactly what's here. It's a little bit unique, and we're working on different models to be able to get you a better feel of this. So don't feel too bad. We're going to get different DPC areas signing up today, so you can see the entire thing and have a broader scope of it. But you just simply go down and look at the time periods and know which ones you want to use and not use. I go for the 100%ers. That's it. Over the last, this is a 30-day value. I just look at the ones that are sitting at 100%. There's about 10, 15 trades that happen per month per pair on these time slots. So you know what? Sitting at 100% does really well. Some are saying 80 and above. I'm staying at 100. And if it changes, if one loses, I change that 100. Simple. Simple, 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 simple. So far, I've only had to make 3 changes in the system, going up, not going down, because it's avoiding those time frames. It's starting to show when it, I mean, yes, I will get a loss. There are losses on the system, don't get me wrong, but I didn't have the Euro USD set at here at the 400 hours this morning. So it didn't trade it. So it lost that, but it also didn't win, the 0300 hours either, so, or one of them did. The USD JPY did. That one was set. That's the one that we won that was on the system. Okay, so if you're thinking, oh, Max, come on, there's got to be a better system than this. There isn't. We've tested everything. This is so cool. I hope you've enjoyed this update. I hope you've. Oh, by the way, I want to show you this too. Just real quick. Oh, I had it. Do. Let me see here. I want to get pull up the task manager. I want you to see this. Look at this. I have two MetaTrader 4s firing on this. These are running some pretty powerful programs. And it's taking up some memory, right? We got some memory going on here because there's a big database on this. But that has nothing to do with it. The memory for Xedan is only about 22 megabytes. That's nothing, right? But I want you to see, as this thing is operable, I'm going to hit save. Hit save in here. I'm going to hit start again because I got to get this thing started again. You really want to make sure that it's on before the top of every hour. Watch how easy it is to set up. It just pops right in. I got a lot of stuff going on my computer right now. So you can kind of see there's a drag down all of a sudden as you're logging in and stuff. But pretty much we got it. I have recording software happening too. So that was so weird. I had a glitch going on my system here to where my recording software was interfering with my internet connection on the system because I was stuck in streaming. So this whole time I've been live streaming and I didn't realize that's why there was so much power coming up. It does open up very quickly, but you can kind of see here. It doesn't take very much power to run. About when it's just sitting in idle, about 1.5 to 2% of your computer power. Doesn't take much at all. So you should be very happy about that. That you don't have to worry about having it on a deprived system at all. But you'll get into a group, all that kind of good stuff. So if you want to purchase this process and get in now, it's imperative that you understand that you'll be testing in demo. You'll be working with some people. It's in beta right now, so there's going to be bugs, but we get them fixed quick and we work very hard to make sure because this is a money-making opportunity and we're not messing around here, right? We've been very serious about our software for a very long time. All right, well, I won't hold you up anymore. I really do appreciate your time. I look forward to seeing you inside. If you can get in there and make it happen, there's a lot of people in here that are doing it. We only have, I think we were originally offering 300 licenses. We only have a little bit more than, I think it's right around 200 left. So we're doing pretty good with getting the word out. But those are going to go very quick when people start watching these videos. We're selling 3 or 4 of them a day. So we're very excited about the process and for everybody's success. I look forward. It's going to be a very exclusive group. Okay, it's going to be only about 300 and something people in this particular group of people that are making this kind of money. So we're not going to be offering this out to every single person in the world after a short period of time here. It's not going to take long. So if you do want to get on now. I'm Max Farrow. This is DexFXMarkets.com. Today is the 17th of October. This was the daily update for the Xedan Maxx system, and we'll see you next time. We'll see you tomorrow, actually, and we'll have a weekly update for the whole thing. And I really do look forward to seeing you inside. And as always, trade well.